This is Bera.
And I make music for the people. So I mean, when it comes to pop music, I think that simplicity is really key. Sounds just like that, but with the chorus.
I came from the future to tell you that you were wrong. You might not see it today or tomorrow, but I'll let you borrow some.
Born in France to Georgian parents, Bera grew up in a multicultural society.
Yeah, so I speak 5 languages, right? French, Georgian, English, Russian. The language of love is the 5th one. My wife will kill me.
A new wife. Congratulations, man.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Georgia has always remained his beloved home, which he adores more than anything in the world.
Georgia is my pride, and everywhere I go, I represent Georgia.
His musical talents developed at a very young age, when he first picked up a violin.
My grandmother was a classical piano teacher. There was always great music playing around the house.
As he grew, his love and passion for creating music flourished, especially on the keys.
I think I had my first actual contract or something professional at age 13.
His first big hit was in 2011, and since then, he's had about a dozen more hits with bigger plans to come. He's a workaholic, always in his studio writing songs, making rhythms,
so here's the mixing room,
and progressing his abilities as an artist. Bera has sold out 100,000 people stadiums.
That was a very strong feeling, man, to see, all those people, different generations, different ethnicities, and to see everyone gather around music. It's an amazing feeling, man.
He's collaborated with big DJs like Steve Aoki, hosted the VMAs, and he's only 23 years old. But he remains humble and doesn't always like being in the spotlight.
And I've always been this way, I've always been, the quietest in my classroom, and just, writing poetry or doing my own thing and not really following the trends.
His family is very supportive, including his father, the former Prime Minister of Georgia.
I mean, my greatest influence, I would say, in everything, not in just music, is my family, of course, right? I always say that all the right things that I do, my parents taught me. All the wrong things that I do, I just do it by myself, so. I'm just trying to be the best big brother I can, the best son that I can, the best husband. If you take those values into consideration, and all the rest will fall into place, you know what I'm saying to you?
But the thing that makes Bera's story so special is that he's achieved all of this success despite being born with albinism.
I believe that I was born different, so I don't really, think about, finding ways of, staying unique when it comes to my image, or I'm just trying to be myself. That's what I want the audience to get from me, basically. All those kids that feel bullied at school, or feel different and feel alone. And it was very difficult for me, even in the music industry, to make a name for myself, because no examples you can really recall.
Sure.
People looking like me or sounding like me. Record labels I won't say any names, but people would tell me, oh, we like your music, but we don't really know how to market you. I have a little brother that looks just like me, so when I was growing up, I didn't have anyone around me. So I was an extremely confident kid, and I always looked at my difference as my strength.
His skin condition has never stopped him from making his dreams come true, and as a result, he's a huge inspiration and role model to countless others who identify as different. You can sense Bera's kindness by how responsive he is to his fans. People recognize him everywhere on the streets of Georgia, and he never misses an opportunity to take photos with them and share a few words. We're in the Orthodox Church right now, where Bera got married last week, and it's really humbling to see Bera here. Everybody knows him, they're taking pictures with him. He's really welcoming, he's really friendly, and that just shows a lot about him as a person. The reason I met Bera, and the reason why I'm in Georgia right now, is because he invited me to visit a few days ago and show me around his land. After spending the last 4 days together, I find him to be such a genuine and down-to-earth guy, and we've bonded through eating meals, walking around town, getting sulfur baths, sharing drinks, and having fun. His story is so inspiring to me that I wanted to share it with you. So to all those watching this who may feel a bit different in life, who may get bullied in school or teased for whatever reason, I want you to remember the story of Bera and never stop chasing your dreams.